Hello Transportive Old viewers, it's been a while. I'm sorry this week has been kind of crazy. I'm not going to give you any excuses, save that to say that the family crisis which has still been going on all went a bit Pete Tong on Sunday, and we've been in and out of emergency rooms and in and out of care facilities, and as a consequence I haven't had much sleep and I haven't done a whole lot of work. But today has been the Tesla Q4 earnings call, and I figured that I would do a video on it because there's been some interesting news coming from that. Also, excuse the garb, that's because I've just got back from doing some voluntary mascotting at a local children's hospital. It's a thing I do once a month, and it's why I don't have my glasses on, and why I'm wearing this top, and why I'm wearing Under Armour, and why there's a disembodied fox head behind me drying out, because it's hot and sweaty inside those. Yes, anyway, Tesla. Let's talk about Tesla. So as analysts correctly predicted, Tesla made a loss in Q4 2016 after making a profit in Q3 2016. That was down to a whole load of different things, but primarily down to increased costs for Tesla Model 3, ramp up research and development, and production costs, getting the Gigafactory online, the Solar City acquisition, which took place in Q4, and a whole heap of other things as well, including market fluctuations, changes in exchange rates, etc., etc. But all in all, it seems a pretty rosy picture. Now, in Q4 alone, Tesla's earnings per share, or losses per share, were 78 cents per share. And that was a little bit higher than analysts had predicted. Also, at the end of the year, if you take all of the financials for the entirety of 2016, that translates to a loss per share for 2016 of 69 cents per share, which is a lot higher than the 43 cents per share that analysts predicted. However, Tesla's overall financial position through the year, through revenue, was higher than analysts predicted. So Tesla finished the year with 2.28 billion in revenue versus the 2.19 billion in revenue that analysts had predicted. This means that Tesla got more money coming in from sales and more money coming in from sale of the credits than people originally thought. It also means that Tesla managed to increase its cash in hand in 2016, finishing the year with $3.4 billion just floating around, as it were, cash in hand. I always think of someone wandering around with a wad of cash. I wonder if Elon Musk could actually carry around 3.4 billion. I don't think so. But that's how much Tesla had cash in hand on its books at the end of the year. That's most of the financials out of the way, but as always when it comes to Tesla's shareholder letters and its earnings reports, sometimes it's not the figures that are so interesting as to all the other snippets of information that Tesla shoves into the shareholder letter to make life really exciting if you're into green cars and future technology, that is. The first really important piece of news here is that alongside Gigafactory 1, that's the one in Reno, Nevada, where Tesla is now beginning cell production, the second Gigafactory has now been christened, and it already exists. It's the one in Buffalo, New York, which Tesla effectively inherited when it acquired Solar City at the tail end of 2016. Now, that Gigafactory isn't going to be producing lithium-ion battery cells, but it does produce high volumes of photovoltaic solar cells and solar cell modules, which Tesla will use as part of its new vertical energy company business strategy to sell to customers alongside its cars and its energy storage products. But by the end of this year, Tesla also says it's going to produce the plans for Tesla Gigafactory number 3, Tesla Gigafactory number 4, and maybe Tesla Gigafactory number 5. That means by the end of this year, Tesla could have chosen sites where it will construct 3 more massive gigafactories. Now, giga means a billion, so we're thinking massive, massive capabilities in terms of either photovoltaic cell production or battery module production. And of course, the more gigafactories Tesla has, the more cells it can make, the lower it can drive down the overall cost of these future technologies which are being produced today. So the lower the cost for photovoltaic solar panels, the lower the cost for lithium-ion battery modules. And that has a knock-on effect because it means that solar panels will become cheaper, and it also means that the batteries that go into your electric car will become cheaper, but also the products, the modules that go into Tesla Powerwalls and power packs, those are also going to drop too because of these increased gigafactories. Now, considering the amount of money Tesla has invested on gigafactory number 1, I just want you to think about this for a second. We're talking probably 30 billion, maybe even $40 billion of investment on gigafactories from Tesla in the coming years. And that is a phenomenal amount of money. The other really awesome thing for those who have been waiting for the Tesla Model 3 is that Tesla Model 3 production does seem to be on track, at least according to Tesla in its shareholder letter. So according to Tesla, we should see the first Model 3s running off the production line sometime in July this year. Now, these are not going to be production Model 3s. These are going to be pre-production validation models, essentially the cars that Tesla uses to make sure that the production line is producing Model 3s in the correct way and that there are no manufacturing defects, ready to start volume production later in the year. That, according to Tesla, will start by September. So this means that if you've got a Model 3 and you're one of the low reservation holders and you happen to live in a market that Tesla has already said will get the Model 3 first, you could get your car by the end of the year. Now, there are some less happy things that we've found from Tesla's shareholder letter. The first one is that solar panel sales were less than Tesla had hoped last year, which does suggest that the Solar City tie-up and the Solar City business will need some extra work from Tesla in order to bring in serious amounts of money. But perhaps the really cool piece of news, and it's got nothing to do with Tesla financials or vehicle production or sales or credits or anything else, is the news that Jason Wheeler, the CFO of Tesla, who took over from Tesla's original CFO Deepak Ahuja back in April last year, is leaving the company. The reason? He wants to work in the public policy space, primarily in the areas of renewable energy and green transportation. Now, in today's political climate, with climate change deniers going in to head the EPA and climate change science under the spotlight, it's a really interesting career change. It's also really interesting to note that replacing Wheeler as CFO of Tesla is Deepak Ahuja, who is reprising his role of the previous 7 years to come back into the helm. And he's joining Tesla again next month, with Wheeler due to depart Tesla at the beginning of April. What does this tell us? Well, Tesla might be about to get a very powerful ally in the public policy space. And to be honest, that's exactly what Tesla needs right now, despite the fact that Elon Musk is on the board of advisors for the current president of the United States of America. There are certain things, I'm sure, that Elon Musk will not be able to do as part of that advisory panel, but a former CFO of Tesla who's now working in the public policy sphere might be able to do. Is he going to be an out-and-out advocate for Tesla Motors? I doubt it. But at least there will be another powerful friend in another powerful place. Have I missed anything out about the Q4 end of 2016 financials from Tesla? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as well as like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back hopefully later in the week with a TEN news roundup. Until then, if you like what you saw today, consider keeping us independent and impartial by making a donation at patreon.com/transportevolved, a link to which will be just at the end of this video. That's it. I'm Nikki Gordon Bloomfield. Enjoy the rest of your day and keep evolving.